They kind of picked us up in the middle of the night. I was in North Carolina, Fort Bragg. They flew us to San Diego, took us to a ship, and then we were on our way. 23 days on the ship. We had a lot of time to think. We were setting up a hospital, so it was all of us from the hospital. Actually, it was a bonding kind of experience where we got to know each other. I learned to play pinochle. We had a lot of time. There were 6 of us, 6 females. They told us we could not go with our hospital. The general of the first cav did not want to be responsible for our safety. Our commanding officer, Colonel Diamond, convinced him that we were essential. So we were able to go to Ankh. We really didn't know what to expect. I mean, I didn't. We were there early. We got there at the end of 1965. When we got there was the same time that the Idrang Valley battle went on. There was that fear. We were it. We couldn't go down to the corner store. We couldn't call a supply and get everything that we wanted. So we had to improvise a lot. You know, it's not always the successes that you remember. Sometimes it's what you consider to be the failures that you remember. You did your very best, but there's nothing that you could do. It's not just the medical support that you had to give. It's a lot of psychological, too. So many of them, I think the average age at that time was maybe 18 or 19. They were coping with a lot, and we grew up a lot.
Do you feel any affinity for the nurses and healthcare workers who were in the middle of this battle against COVID-19?
Oh, of course, yes. I know what it's like to be in that kind of situation. And I actually sometimes think I should be out there too. I really consider them to be heroes because they know what they're going into. They know how they're exposing themselves. And to me, anytime you go into a situation where you know that you're in danger, and I tell you, if you've never worked in a mask for a long period of time, it's an experience. The clothing that they have to wear, the PPE that they have to wear, it's hot. You can't work as well. It's hard to feel things. It's hard to do things. It's hell. It took years and years to get the Vietnam Women's Memorial there at the wall.
Next week, a best of episode of More Life with some of the stories you said you'd like to see again. Finally, a very special tribute for Memorial Day weekend. The words of actor, native Texan, and Congressional Medal of Honor recipient Audie Murphy, as read by the great Barry Corbin. Have a great day, a wonderful week, and a safe Memorial Day. I'm Jody Dean.
I know you people don't want to stand in this hot sun any longer and just look at me. I never liked being called the most decorated soldier. There were so many guys who should have gotten medals and never did. And the real heroes of the war are those who never came back. I'm not brave. I was scared before every battle. People are very quick to ridicule others for showing fear. But we rarely know the secret springboards behind human actions. You may want to be brave, but your spirit can desert you when things get really rough. Only you find that you can't let your comrades down. The man who shows great fear today may be tomorrow's hero. I'll tell you what bravery really is. Bravery is just a determination to do a job that you know has to be done. I did what I had to do. You lead from the front. In 1948, I returned to France at the invitation of the French government. It was still a war-ravaged country, but this time there was something different. I didn't know what it was until one morning when I was taken to the grounds of a small French school. The children had been assembled in the play yard. They were grouped close together and arranged in wobbly little rows, their dark heads bobbing around like flower buds on long stems. One of the teachers rapped for silence. Kids' faces were scrubbed and bright in the sunshine. The teacher raised her arms for a moment. There was no sound. Then the teacher brought her arms down, and the kids began to sing. I knew why I felt at home. The spirit of freedom was hovering over the play yard as it did all over France at the time. The people had recovered their independence and their children were grateful. They were singing in French, but the melody was freedom, and any American could understand that. The true meaning of America, you ask? It's in a Texas rodeo, in a policeman's badge, in the sound of children laughing, in a political rally, in a newspaper. In all these things and many, many more, you'll find America. America, at that moment, never meant more to me